If you want all of your data in one place, you need the Intuit ERP. I'm Damon John, and I run my growing business on Intuit Enterprise Suite. Learn more at intuit.com/ERP.
This episode is brought to you by Starbucks.
That is fire.
Whoa, that's good.
This might be the drink of the summer.
Okay, I like this one too. I'm rocking with it, okay.
Try it for yourself. Starbucks Refreshers Concentrates are coming home. Find them in the coffee aisle and make it yours. And now, stop me if you've heard this before on the Toddcast podcast.
UFC fight fans will know the name Randa Markos. Although she's no longer with the organization, she is tough as nails. Born in Iraq, moved to Canada when she was just 3 years old. You saw her compete in the Ultimate Fighter 20 finale, where she lost a close split decision. And when Randa was a guest, we talked about the fight game, watching tape of opponents, the best fighters of all time, pound for pound, when parents should enroll kids in martial arts, her time on the Ultimate Fighter TV show. You'll hear her thoughts on aliens visiting Earth in the full interview. We talked about legalized marijuana, what it was like growing up in Windsor, Ontario. She talked about her love of horror and paranormal witness. And stop me if you've heard this before, Randa talked about traveling down the fight path. And what is it that got her into MMA post-secondary?
I honestly had no idea what I wanted to do and what I wanted to be. I just did, I don't know, I went to school and I became a pharmacy technician because, my mom always wanted me to finish something, so I did that because, to make her happy, but I just loved, being outdoors and playing sports, just something that I love to do, and, I just never gave that up, and it just led me here. I didn't, think to be a UFC fighter or anything like that. I just, when I like something, I just keep doing it, and then it just led me here. I don't know. Never really had a clear vision of what I wanted to do. I still don't.
Nice. And what was it that got you into martial arts?
I got into wrestling when I first started high school, and I just loved it. I don't know. I always loved sports. I love to run. I love to play all different kinds of sports, but wrestling was really different. It was a individual thing. So when I did well, I reflected on myself. When I did bad, did I train enough? It was always I grew a lot. Personally, I grew a lot, and I really loved that about it. And then from there, I went into jiu-jitsu, and I went into boxing, and I went into MMA. It was just something that I fell in love with as in high school as a wrestler.
Stop Me If You've Heard This Before on the Toddcast podcast is powered by FKP MMA, Vancouver's #1 training destination at fkpmma.com.
The Tudors were probably the most scandalous dynasty in British history. This season on Vulgar History, we're spilling the tea on this messy, messed up family and the people who had to live through it all. Anne Boleyn and the other wives of Henry VIII are known today from the musical Six, but who were they really? Did any of them actually want to marry him? Henry VIII, the man who was literally the worst? How did two of them manage to escape with their heads intact? We'll also get into historical mysteries, like who really wrote Shakespeare's plays? Who was the real Bloody Mary? And what was happening elsewhere in the world while the Tudors were trampling all over England, like the mysterious disappearance of the Roanoke colony and the true story of the girl known as Pocahontas. I'll be joined by Tudor historians, experts, and a few of my friends who really hate Henry VIII to learn all about the Tudors this season on Vulgar History. Because it's Henry VIII all day, every day. Listen to Vulgar History wherever you get podcasts.
Do you ever watch a TV show set in a historical time period and think, how accurate is this really? But also, does it matter if it's accurate or not?
Nefertiti is a new podcast about shows set in ancient times. This season, we're recapping every episode of the show Spartacus, Blood and Sand.
I'm Ann Foster, and I have never seen this show before.
And I'm Gina Berry, and I have watched this show maybe too many times.
Join us every other Monday on the Nefertiti podcast as we discuss the real history behind Spartacus, Blood and Sand.
Follow Nefertiti, that's NEFER TV, wherever you get your podcasts.
Goodbye, Kyle!
Did the sound of those words call to you like Pavlov's dog? Then you might enjoy our podcast, Turtle Time.
Every week, you can join me, Riley Hamilton, and my co-host, Amy Scarlotta, as we cover the most pressing Bravo news and dig into the new episodes to answer important questions like, who the hell is Adrian Malouf in this world?
Listen to Turtle Time on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes every Wednesday and Friday.